And
Yeah.
the Gnostics had this more interactive spirituality where it was like, all right, you have the experience and it's inner knowing, whether it be using a plant or a trance state or whatever it was. And that's where all of this really interesting relationship to our earth and to the universe and all that came from. Our spirituality was based on experience. And then at
Yeah.
some point, the Gnostics seem to have been burnt at the stake or whatever it was, and they flipped the narrative, right? To no,
Yeah.
the knowledge comes from the priest or the authority.
Yeah, similar thing happened in Judaism as well. Like in the early period, cannabis is being used for oracular purposes, as we see in Telerad, but something happened where they stopped. And in the case of Judaism, I believe it's the rise of monotheism, and that's the worship of a single God. At the time of 8th century BCE in Tel Arad, Jerusalem, it was polytheistic Hebrewism that was in practice, according to archaeological evidence. And Yahweh, the biblical God, people in the West know as Jehovah, was actually married, had a wife, Asherah, and there were other deities involved in the pantheon. And we know this because of archaeological inscriptions that refer to Yahweh and his Asherah, and depictions of them together. And this Tel Arad is one of the sites that's known for this evidence of combined worship of Yahweh and his Asherah. They found an inscription there that said, a house of Yahweh. So that was like, but they've also found little statuettes there that were believed to have been images of Asherah at the same site. And the Tel Arad inner temple, the Holy of Holies, where the cannabis was burned on one altar and frankincense was burned on another altar, is believed to have originally held two standing stones, which likely represented two deities, Yahweh and Asherah.